Motorbikes, see, all the time, motorbikes. Time for another Necrons unboxing, and today we're looking at the very cool new Ophydian Necron Destroyers, also known as Wraith Destroyers, and it's coming right up. Dunno, how did it sound?
Necrons!
Nick speaking, and welcome to this video. And if you're new to the channel and you want to learn about Necrons and more, then please subscribe and hit the bell button, not like that, because I'm doing a shorter intro. Please subscribe and turn on all notifications so you don't miss an upload. Geez, these new Necron toys are costing me so much. It's a good job I've got some loyal members for my membership. And by the way, if you want to join my membership, you can join by pressing the join button below. Prices start from just 99p to support the channel. And any support I get is always very much appreciated. So, Necron Wraiths are my favourite miniatures, or at least one of them. Now, I'm talking about the old metal Wraiths. Actually, I don't own any of the new Wraiths. I only own 18 of the old ones. However, these new Ophydian Destroyers look very much like the old Wraiths, except, of course, they've got the claws. No, the scythes, the... what the hell are they called? More to the point, where are they in the book? Got to be in here somewhere. Oh my god. Aha! Hyperphase reap blades and threshers. So, as a big fan of the old Necron Wraiths, I cannot wait to have a look inside the box of these new ones. Well, I say these new ones, the Ophydian Destroyers, which, well, I'm just naming Necron Wraith Destroyers because that's what they look like to me. Plus, I always get confused with Ophydian Destroyers with Obsidian Destroyers. See, I even did it then, from Star Trek. The Obsidian Order. You have to love Garrick from Deep Space Nine, one of my favourite characters. Is he your favourite character? Let me know in the comments box below. Anyway, forget all that. It's time to go table down and have a look at these Necron Wraith Destroyers. Okay, here we go, the Necrons Ophydian Destroyers. Some very cool, old school looking Wraiths with basically reap blades and reap whatever they're called. Whatever they're called. Right, here we go. Let's unbox these Wraiths. So we've got our knife and we are going to slit the cellophane plasticky stuff. Take that off. And have a look inside this box. We forgot to look at the back, so let's do that. So, as usual, 1:1 scale of the miniatures. So, well, they're standard sort of size for this type of Wraithy unit. So, let's get this box open. Now, obviously, we've got the plasmacite in here as well, which is a multi-part model, apparently. So, that'll be pretty cool to have a look at. And let's see what we've got. So, some bases and some sprues. Right, let's start off with the instruction book, which I'm sure is the usual Games Workshop quality. These are going to be a little bit more fiddly, let's say, than some of the other bigger models that we've seen, like the Monolith and the Terrain, which I previously unboxed. But yeah, these are going to be fun to build. I'm looking forward to building these. Right. Let's have a look at the bases. So we've got quite large bases, certainly compared to the old Wraiths that I use anyway, and then a plasmacite base, which I think is 28.5mm. Right, so that's those. So let's have a look at the sprues. So first of all, we have what looks like some of the parts on here and some of the parts on here. Actually, I'd imagine you've got one of the... It's rubbish. This is rubbish, but hey, it's an unboxing. It's live, sort of being recorded, but live. So we just run with it. So basically, we have some sprues We've got the weapons on, the little back sections. Oh, some very cool looking terrain, very similar to the plasma sight. It's nice to see that in there. And obviously more blades and more back sections. We've got these very cool flayed one type claws. Really, really liking those. They pretty much look like old school wraiths, but with the extra blades on there. So let's see if we can find the plasma sight. So this is the plasma sight, and it appears to be just in two halves, so not that posable. Interesting. But anyway, that's the plasma sight, and then we've got obviously the other sort of wraith section. So that's cool. He's got something on his back. I wonder how that works. I'm really liking these little bases that they've given you to put the wraiths on. Maybe we have to have a look at the instruction book in more detail just to see how this actually works. So let's look at the plasma sight. So, well, GW said these were like posables rather than, I suppose they're not push fit, but basically it's just a carapace and goes on the piece of terrain. Yeah, okay, not exactly what I was thinking. And then we've got an option of bodies. Hopefully we'll end up with some spare parts on these as well. So the other thing that I wanted to look at was the terrain section. So yeah, some very cool pieces of terrain, and one of them was connected at the back. Ah, here we go. So, oh right, okay, so he's actually quite low. So that is actually, wherever that piece has gone. Where are you? Other piece. Find you, let me find you! Ah, here we go. Right, so that actually is quite low. So this guy's going to be maybe a bit lower than the others. Okay, very interesting. As I said, I'm a huge fan of the Wraith, so I cannot wait to get these built. But what do you think of these miniatures? And what do you think of the rules? Will you be buying these miniatures and using them? Let me know in the comments box below. Of course, I will be making more videos on these guys as soon as I've worked on them. In the meantime, here is some of my other new Necron model unboxings for you to check out next. Beam me up!